Joshua, are you still at the office by any chance? I just got home.
Oh, sorry. I'm doing a little overtime.
You should have told me sooner. Besides, today was your turn to cook dinner, wasn't it?
I can't help it. It's work.
That may be true, but you think you'd get a heads up when you're expecting something prepared for you, right? It's troublesome to come home and find out there's nothing.
I'm sorry I didn't contact you. And I apologize for the dinner too. I'm sorry, but I'm going to eat out. Can you prepare something for yourself?
That's fine, but how many times do you think this has happened? Didn't I tell you to contact me sooner the last time you couldn't make it? We both work, so we need to report, contact, and consult with each other.
That's why I said I'm sorry. I apologized, didn't I?
But haven't there been too many of these incidents lately? I think you're being a bit too casual.
I'll contact you next time.
Didn't you say the same thing last time? And the time before that too?
So what should I say? All I can do is apologize.
Aren't you just thinking, well, it can't be helped? Most of the cleaning, cooking, and laundry at home is done by me. Do you realize how little housework you're doing?
Really, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, anything I say would be an excuse. I don't think it doesn't matter. I'll do it on my day off, so forgive me.
Then show it with your actions next time. I really don't want to be angry about such things.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I guess I've been relying on you too much. I'm sorry for always relying on you. I'm putting a burden on you because I'm being helped. I'm really sorry.
No, I may have spoken a bit harshly. I know the person who can do it should, but I've been feeling like I've been doing a lot of things recently. I may have spoken a bit harshly.
That's okay, it's my fault.
But you can't do it because of your work. It's not like you're playing around. I need to be a bit more considerate, not just getting angry.
It's okay. After all, it's my fault for not doing it. Next week, I'll definitely come home early and do the housework properly.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, but next week, I have a business trip starting in the middle of the week.
Oh, really? I was thinking of working hard at housework.
Try hard even if I'm not there.
Got it. I'll make the room sparkle. I'll make it so clean you'll be surprised. On the day you come back, shall I make your favorite dish?
I'm looking forward to it. We haven't been out together much lately. I guess it's what they call passing ships, just coming home to sleep. I'm glad you're thinking about it like that.
I've been busy with work, but I'll be okay for a while from next week.
Yeah, I understand. Let's go on a date for the first time in a while on your day. Once in a while is fine, right?
That's right. How about going to a popular cafe or for a drive?
We did it. Thank you, even though you're busy.
We're both busy, aren't we? I always appreciate your hard work. Really, thank you. I'm so glad I married a kind person like you, Eliana.
Joshua, are you done with work?
Yes, I'm home now.
Oh, really? This week has really flown by, hasn't it?
Right? I have to do a final check of the housework before you come home tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to clean the balcony.
You don't have to go that far. It's fine just to vacuum and tidy up, right?
It's okay. I want to do it. You're coming home in the afternoon tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I'm coming straight home from my business trip.
Then I'll prepare some fried chicken for lunch.
Fried chicken? The one you make?
Yes. I was thinking of having fried chicken for dinner tonight.
It's amazing you can cook that, especially when you're alone. If it were me, I'd just make something simple.
I want to improve my cooking skills. I usually make simple dishes. I thought I might try deep frying for a change.
Are you sure? Be careful with the oil.
I will. I'll make it by looking at the recipe properly.
I'm looking forward to coming home. Your fried chicken is very rare.
Sorry if I mess up, huh?
Even if you do, I'll still be happy that you made it. I'm really looking forward to it.
Really? You don't have to worry about me so much.
No, it's not like that. I've been anxious lately, so I'm really happy.
Anxious? Did I do something?
It's not like that. I just wonder if our relationship is becoming more like roommates. We've been married for 3 years already. You might wonder what I'm talking about.
I see. I'm sorry about that. I've been thinking about it by myself these past few days. I realized I've been relying on you too much.
You were thinking about me too, weren't you?
Of course. Being with you is the happiest thing for me.
I'm glad we feel the same way. By the way, can I video call you later? I thought it would be nice to eat together when I eat dinner.
I might not be able to promise that. I'm not sure if I can make dinner yet.
But you're going to work tomorrow, right? Are you going to cook so late? You really don't have to clean that much.
But I'm sorry, I don't think I can promise a time. See, it's my first time making fried chicken. I'm sure it will take a lot of time.
I just have to come home tomorrow. I'll be fine if it's late, right?
No. I want you to look forward to the fried chicken tomorrow. No video call. I don't want to rush and mess it up, huh?
What kind of fried chicken are you planning to make, huh?
Isn't it better to have something like this to look forward to? Like a surprise, huh?
Okay, I understand. Then I'm going to take a bath, eat dinner, and go to bed.
Yeah, take care when you come home tomorrow. See you later.
Mom, why are you calling me so much? What's up at this hour? Could it be a mistake? Are you okay? Are you safe? Huh? What? What do you mean by safe? What are you talking about? I heard that a woman was seriously injured in a house fire. A fire? Our house? Huh? I'm on a business trip. On a business trip? Then who was the one injured? Wait, I don't understand. What about the fire? What's going on? That's what I want to know. Are you really confused? On the news tonight, they said there was a fire in your apartment building, and the footage showed the fire starting in your room in Joshua's, so I thought the injured woman was you. Huh. Are you serious? Why would I lie about this? Also, I'm a night owl, so I'm always awake at this time. Right. Sorry, my head can't keep up. Hold on. I think there might be an article about it online. I'll check. Alright. I just found it. What's this? There really was a fire at our place. Right? It wasn't my mistake, was it? Joshua said he was going to make fried chicken today. Could that have caused the fire? Any word from Joshua? He's not answering his phone. I tried sending a text message, but no reply yet. Then, I wonder if the woman who was seriously injured was someone from the next room or something. That's worrisome too. I don't think that's it. The online article says a woman who was in the room. It seems like only our place is being extinguished. So this means there was a woman in our place, right? I don't know about that yet. News can be mistaken, right? Was I lucky not to be there? Or was it the worst thing that could happen? I don't know which. I'm just glad you're safe. I guess so. For now I'm going home. I don't even know what's happening. I'm worried about Joshua too. Right, I understand. Shall I try contacting Joshua too? No, it's okay. I'll contact you again if anything happens. Ileana, remember your mom is on your side no matter what happens. From what I see of the footage, I don't think you'll be able to live in your room. Come home. Yeah. I wonder if Joshua has betrayed me. We still don't know that. Ileana, are you sure you can come home alone? Are you okay? Do you want your dad to pick you up? I'll use a taxi. If I take the expressway, I think I'll get there in about 3 hours. Understood. Then I'll be waiting at the point where you get off the expressway. Call me about 30 minutes before you arrive. It's easier to move around in our car, right? Yeah, thanks. Mom, I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? It's okay, we're here for you.
Ileana, I'm truly sorry. Now that things have settled down, I want to talk.
Are you calmer? Maybe your affair partner has been discharged from the hospital.
No, she's still in the hospital.
I see. So what? Is there anything to discuss?
I want to apologize for a lot of things, including this incident, and I want to discuss the future with you.
I don't want to see you any more than necessary.
I'm sorry.
So you were busy not with work, but with your affair. So you left the housework to me.
I'm truly sorry, but I was planning to end things with my affair partner.
Oh, really? Did you let such a person into our home while I was on a business trip?
I thought I'd have her help clean up the room.
Do you think that's a terrible reason too? And the cause of the fire was that you guys were flirting in the kitchen while frying and spilled the pan. I'm so dumbfounded, I can't say anything.
Eliana, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. But I really intended to end the relationship this time.
That has nothing to do with me. You've been having an affair all this time, and you invited your partner to our house while I was on a business trip. Our room caught fire because of you two idiots. Nothing changes that fact.
I know. I did something irreversible.
Your affair partner was severely burned by the oil, right? It's too much self-inflicted misery.
Don't talk like that. They say her skin may not recover.
Are you asking me to sympathize? With a woman who knew you were married and had a relationship?
That's not it. It's all my fault.
Yes, it is. So please divorce me.
I don't want to get divorced.
What? How can you say such a thing in this situation?
I truly love you. I can't think of being with anyone but you.
But you were able to have an affair with someone other than me, weren't you? What you say and what you do are too different.
I was just possessed for a moment. I thought she wasn't serious about me. I thought it was just a physical relationship.
But in reality, it was different, wasn't it? Your affair partner was serious about you, wasn't she? I heard she and her parents are demanding you take responsibility.
I have no intention of taking responsibility. We're both adults. Of course, it's partly my responsibility, but she's the one who dropped the pan.
Even so, I'm going to divorce you. I don't mind if you go off with your affair partner.
I don't want to. I don't want to be married to anyone but you. I don't want to be apart from you.
If you really feel that way, I wonder why you had an affair.
It's because of, male sexuality. I really didn't think it through.
Even so, it's the result of your actions, right? You decided to have an affair on your own, didn't you?
I'm truly sorry. I won't have an affair ever again.
Even if you say that, I can't believe you anymore. It was all a lie. You praised me for working hard on the housework. You came home late due to work, but all of that time, you were meeting your mistress. Where am I being cherished in all of this? Where do you think I am being left?
Ileana, please forgive me. I won't betray you anymore.
I don't think there's a bigger betrayal than this. I never want to experience this again. Let's divorce.
I also suffered burns on my leg.
So what? Your mistress got oil all over her body. That must be tough though, right? Are you trying to elicit sympathy? You should choose your words more carefully.
If this continues, I might be forced to remarry my mistress. Even my parents have started saying that I should take responsibility.
I suppose you're right. I told my mother-in-law and father-in-law that I want a divorce. I also think it's important to take responsibility.
I am willing to pay alimony if needed, but I don't want to divorce you. My relationship with my mistress was really just a fling. Please, from now on, I will listen to anything you say. I'll do all the housework and you can manage my salary.
That's not what I wanted when we got married. I just wanted to be happy, but in the end, I couldn't be.
Ileana, please forgive me. I really think it was great that I married you. I don't want to separate now. Didn't we promise to go on a date? I was looking forward to it.
How can we enjoy a date in this situation? You're a bit crazy.
You're truly the most important thing to me. I'm sorry, truly sorry.
What part of your lip service should I believe? Right now, I regret everything. I think I shouldn't have married you. Since then, I immediately divorced my husband. He was reluctant until the end, but both of her parents were present for the discussion and supported me, so he reluctantly signed the divorce papers. However, he is still arguing with his mistress, and I heard that her parents are blaming him quite a bit and telling him to take responsibility and marry her. The mistress apparently suffered severe burns from hot oil. She's still living with bandages on. As a woman, I truly think it's a painful thing, but I have no sympathy for her. Of course, I feel the same way about my ex-husband. Their actions driven by greed led to a fire and burns. I hope they face the fact that they have troubled many people, including the residents of the apartment building and the firefighters, and live without causing any further trouble to those around them. And I don't want them to feel at ease easily. For that reason, I hope their issues with the mistress continue as much as possible and increase their suffering. After that, I returned to my parents' home and spent my time outside of work just zoning out. I left all the housework to my parents and I was really pampering myself. But thanks to my parents who kindly watched over me, my colleagues who supported me at work, and my friends who came to check on me, I am gradually becoming more positive. I haven't fully recovered from the shock of being betrayed, but I don't want to be dragged down by sad feelings forever. To forget about my ex-husband as quickly as possible, I am determined to make a lot of happy new memories. With the feeling of becoming happier than my ex and his mistress, I am determined to work hard on my new life.
Sorry for texting so late, Mom. Are you still awake?
Yep, I'm awake. I just got out of the shower. What is it?
I got the stuff you delivered today. Carrots and the other vegetables. Things are so expensive nowadays, so it really helps.
Ah, so you got the vegetables. I'm not sure you'll need them, but I just kind of put a bunch of stuff in. Was there anything James's family couldn't eat?
No, James' mother was pretty happy for the vegetables. The bamboo shoots you sent were especially impressive. We were worried that you might have spent too much money.
Oh, don't worry about it. I have this colleague who gives us a load of them every year. Apparently, his grandfather owns a mountain where he grows them. I won't be able to eat them all on my own, won't I? So tell them not to worry for me, will you?
Got it.
How are things there, Susan? Are you getting along with James's family?
I guess so. There's this tiny problem, but it's fine.
Oh, what problem? Are they being hard on you or something?
No, nothing like that. You know how there are many different kinds of families, right? What seems obvious for us can be completely different in other places. It's something like that.
Well, I guess it happens. Just tell James if you think something's strange, okay? It must be stressful for you living with his family as it is.
But I'll work hard so that they'll accept me.
What do you mean, accept me? What does that mean?
I've married James and are now their family on paper. But there's still this distance between us.
Yes, but... Are you really alright, Susan? Something happened, didn't it?
You worry too much, Mom. It's fine. I'll make things work out.
It's alright if that's the case, but... You don't have to keep living with his family if you don't want to, alright? Some people just can't get along. There's no need to force it.
Yeah, I understand. I'll tell you if something happens.
Please do. I know you're the type to prioritize others over yourself, but don't be afraid to let it out with me, okay?
Thanks, Mom. It's my turn to use the shower, so I'll go now.
Alright. I know, why don't you come home sometime soon? I know you're busy over there, but once in a while should be fine.
Thanks. I'll talk to James about it. Good night, Mom.
I called a taxi. I'm on my way, Susan.
Sorry, Mom. I know you have work.
Oh, what are you talking about? My daughter got into an accident and is now in the hospital? What made you think I would prioritize work?
Thanks, Mom.
Is your body alright? I heard that you broke a bone in your foot, but how is your head?
It's fine. They had it checked out but couldn't find any problems, they said. It seems that they're going to do a more thorough checkup tomorrow, though.
Oh, I see. What happened to the person who crashed into you?
Minor injuries, they said. He went home after a quick checkup.
How dare he crash into you who were driving completely safely? Make sure you find him, alright?
I got insurance, so it shouldn't be a problem. He apologized as well, so...
Oh, it's good that he apologized. Apparently some people just drive away like nothing happened.
Yeah? Oh, that reminds me. There's a favor I want to ask you for, Mom. Can you go and buy clothes and stuff for me?
Sure, but isn't James there to help? Why not ask him to bring over your stuff to the hospital?
James won't come.
What?
They're planning to go on a family vacation starting today.
But you just got into an accident! There's no way they just leave and go on vacation!
No, but they just said that they're going.
Are you serious?
Sorry, Mom. That's how they treat me over there.
My. Just how exactly do they treat you?
They don't even care whether I've gotten into an accident or not. They just don't care about me.
So that's how they were treating you.
I first thought that the friction between us was the normal kind between a wife and her husband's family, which is why I tried to ignore it at first. But it's different. They don't see me as family over there. I'm sort of a maid, or even worse, slave to them.
Susan.
I'm sorry. I lied when I said things were alright. I didn't want to worry you, see? Sorry.
You're not the one who should be apologizing, Susan. You did nothing wrong.
But it's because I'm not good enough. I'm just an idiot who can't do anything right. Maybe that's why James' mother hates me so much.
You? An idiot who can't do anything right? Who said that?
That's what James' family thinks of me.
You are no such thing. I can't believe it. This must mean that even your husband, James, is taking the same attitude towards you, doesn't it?
Well, kinda.
Remember, Susan, you're not the one who's wrong here. Take your time and think about it while you're healing. You'll realize how horrible James's family is. How you feel is most important, alright?
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
I'll be there in 30 minutes or so. I'll come see you and then go buy the things you need, alright? Messed up what?
What do you mean, what? I'm talking about how you got into an accident. Mother already bought the stuff you needed for the vacation. She's pissed because you won't come home.
What? Why is she mad? There was an accident, you know.
That's exactly why she's mad. We were late since we wasted time waiting for you. Go and apologize to her later. It's hard for me and Dad as well when she's in a bad mood.
So you're actually going on vacation?
Can't be helped. We've had this planned out for a long time now. You weren't even supposed to come with us originally.
Why was she supposed to stay at home? It's messed up leaving your wife on her own while the whole family goes on vacation.
Huh? What do you want about? Did you hit your head and lose it or something? Didn't Mom and the others tell you that you would stay behind?
I thought that people normally would cancel their vacation and visit the wife in the hospital at situations like this.
I told you we're not coming. Me and my parents are going to go on vacation. You weren't even supposed to come in the first place, so it's fine, right?
I see. So what you're saying is that your wife is not a part of your family.
What? My wife? Are you alright, Susan? So you really did hit your head.
The wife's not actually part of the family, right?
You really just won't give up, will you? I'm saying that yes, that's how it is. At least have kids first if you want us to treat you like family.
I see. Just don't regret it later on, okay?
You're the one who keeps sending these ridiculous texts. Cut it out, will you? I'm telling Mother about our conversation, alright? You better prepare for when we get back from vacation. Long time no see, Mrs. Taruno. It's me, James.
Hello, James.
There's something I want to talk to you about. It's about your daughter, Susan. Truly, I'm sorry. I thought I was talking to Susan, which is why I might have sounded so rude. I apologize for saying those things.
So you're saying that it's alright if you're rude to Susan?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I shouldn't have taken that attitude towards you.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. You're not even going to be Susan's husband anymore soon. You're not family, got it?
Please don't say such things, Mrs. Ceruto. I don't want to get divorced.
Why not?
I'm sorry. It would have been alright if I was able to convince my parents. But the two have very conservative ideas. They wouldn't listen to anything I said, you see?
Then shouldn't you have moved out of their house? Susan talked to you about your parents' attitude, right? But all you did was tell her to deal with it.
I thought that she'd be able to get along with my parents.
Meaning you thought that since Susan was a nice person, she'd put up with the things you and your parents did to her. That she'd do anything she was told and put up with not being treated as family? It seems you've insulted my daughter quite a bit.
No, that's not how it is.
That's why you pushed on Susan. You should really think about what you did some more. It's hard for a wife to live with the husband's family even in normal situations. Shouldn't you have been there to support her?
Yeah.
Susan's saying she doesn't want to live with you people anymore. Who can blame her after what you guys did?
I'm sorry. But you can't just ban me from meeting her anymore. That's kinda mean, don't you think? Put yourself in my shoes, will you? I was suddenly just told that we were going to get divorced. This is just too unfair.
You're really saying that after you didn't even visit her in the hospital when she broke a bone?
Yes, but that's because we had a vacation plan.
So what you're saying is that the vacation was more important than Susan? I don't really think there's anything more to say if the husband is like this. That's how you treat your wife who's currently in the hospital? Seriously?
Yes, but divorce? We need to talk about this.
You didn't listen to what Susan had to say. Why should I listen to you? You agreed with your parents' attitude and hurt Susan. Oh, but we still need to talk about the alimony. So I'll arrange a meeting after Susan gets out of the hospital.
Alimony?
You and your parents caused Susan a lot of stress while she was there. She was mentally unstable. She would sometimes cry, telling herself that it's all because she's so useless. We even have a certificate of diagnosis from the doctor. I'm going to have you pay for this.
But it's not like we physically abused her or anything. We were only pointing out her mistakes.
But you hurt her emotionally, didn't you? Physical abuse isn't the only type of abuse that gets tried these days. It's true that you treated Susan like an idiot and abused her emotionally, right? I heard that her food was always just leftovers, and that she would always eat alone in the kitchen. How would you feel if someone did that to you? Wouldn't you hate it? Wouldn't you feel lonely?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Ceruto, but let me talk to Susan, will you? I want to apologize.
I am not going to let you meet Susan in her current condition. I'll see how she is after she's discharged. Then I'll contact you. Oh, and will you and your parents get out of that house you're currently living in?
But
What, you thought that you could just continue living there? I asked a friend of mine to make the rent on the house cheaper. Why should I do the people who hurt my daughter a favor?
where will we live?
Susan's the owner of that house, so you have no right to argue. Get out by this month, will you?
This month? There's only 2 weeks left!
You know, I'm actually being quite kind here. Honestly, I want to kick you people out of that house right now.
I'm still technically Susan's husband, Mrs. Ceruto. Let's decide on what to do about the house after talking things out, okay? This is just too sudden. We need to make a living too, you know.
Her husband? Don't make me laugh. You didn't even treat her like family. I would have considered what you said if you'd taken care of her. But I have no intention on listening to you after what you did to her.
I'm sorry. I promise I won't hurt Susan again. So please think this through one more time.
Susan chose to divorce because she didn't want to be hurt by you people anymore. There are no second chances. She went through so much pain up until now.
I won't live with my parents anymore. I won't even listen to what they say. So please, listen to me. I promise to make Susan happy from now on.
I'm telling you already. Susan doesn't want to be your wife anymore. The love she had for you is gone now. Susan tried her best to do her job once she chose to become a wife. She's put up with enough.
Please, I'm begging you! Let me talk to Susan! Please! My family's really poor and I can barely get by! I won't be able to support my parents with just my salary! It's a huge problem for us if we lose the house!
Susan also needed help, you know? Why would I help you when you didn't even do anything to help her? Anyways, only family can visit her right now, so I'm afraid your meeting with her is impossible. Your family aren't her family anymore, got it? You only have yourselves to blame. You were the ones who didn't treat her like family. Susan was discharged from the hospital a few weeks later. James' family resisted to moving out at first, but they finally moved out exactly at the end of the month. After I exaggerated a bit and told them they'd be taken to court if they didn't do so. Apparently they now live at this small apartment at some remote place. After Susan recovered, we hired a lawyer and discussed with James about divorce. James kept saying he didn't want to get divorced and tried to appeal to Susan's emotions by crying, but Susan wouldn't listen to a word he said now that she's mentally stable. And so we were able to make the divorce official. There wasn't much property or cash to split to begin with, so that was over at once. But I did have James pay a fine for abusing Susan emotionally. Apparently they had to get a loan to pay the fine, so things are even harder for James now. James's parents were careless with money to begin with, which is why James had it so hard. But I feel no sympathy for him, since he had to involve Susan in his mess. Susan heard from a mutual acquaintance quite a while after the divorce that James's mother got Alzheimer's. She now has these outbursts often, which means taking care of her is quite the hassle. I heard James gets injured a lot taking care of her. Susan probably would have been the one in his shoes had they not divorced. I'm really just relieved Susan made the right choice. It's been 3 years after the divorce now, and Susan has returned to her bright and cheerful self. She says she doesn't want to think about marrying again. But apparently she's been going out with someone recently. I'm glad she was able to find someone new. But I can't help but worrying after what happened. I'm sure that whoever she's chosen after getting over all that is alright though. I just wish that this time she'll be able to find happiness. I'm cheering for you, Susan.